This interview is for information only and should not be considered as investment advice or a recommendation to buy shares in the company featured. Welcome to this Stock Box interview. Joining us on Stockbox today is Darren Hazelwood, the CEO of Panther Metals. Hello, Darren. How are you doing?
I'm very well, Mark. Apologies, it's been a little while.
Yes, it has been a little while, but you've got good reason, as per the news that we can see today, which is that you're planning to list off your Australian assets onto the ASX. Is that right?
Absolutely. The news release today has been something we've been working on in the background for some time. We've got an awesome management team out there. We've got awesome assets. And then the other constituent you need is capital, and we've managed to combine. We're going to combine all three, and have a significant holding ourselves still in the assets that can have a material impact on the business. But of course, without any dilution to our existing shareholders along the way, and we're also within this agreement able to bring in the option that we currently hold. We're on the Bluebrook land around Monrovia, so we're able to bring all that option agreement into this again with no diluting effect. The business is going to be amazingly well funded, and it's really is exciting times for us and the new team moving with the Australian assets.
Okay, so everything in Australia is going to be put into its own vehicle and listed on the ASX. So why, Darren? Because I know that the Australian assets are fairly, well, not new, but, they're sort of newish into the Panther portfolio. So why the decision to sort of put them into their own vehicle?
The realities are, Mark, that we like every project we've got with good reason. The strength of our team is known. We haven't bought in assets since the inception of the company for the sake of bringing in assets. And ultimately, we have to make the decision on capital allocation and how we're going to do that and how we're going to move them forward. From a business perspective and the size of a company that Panther is, it makes sense for us to be able to really narrow down our focus whilst having the upside from elsewhere, because the impact on our balance sheet with the Australian assets going with the new vehicle will be substantial as well. So it's a simple decision. Do we raise and dilute on a large scale to have a big sweep across all the assets because we like them? Either Anabaru, we know we've got 4 independent targets up in the Northern Territories, which the asset will probably be slightly overlooked by some, but that's significant in its own right. Western Australia is obviously is a really exciting time for the business and for the new business. And then you're over at Dotted Lake. What's going on in the Hemlo area is immense. What we've done so far has confirmed historic data. What we're seeing either side of us on the same belt is extremely promising. And obviously over at Big Bear, we've got multiple targets from our field work last year. And when you put them all in the mix, you can work them over a number of years. I've always said that the idea of this business is actually get on with it. Now, clearly, that hasn't happened in quite the way that maybe people thought it might, but that's now obvious why, and the impact of the structure and the business. And don't forget, moving forward with the impact on our balance sheet, if you've got liquid assets, you've also got the ability to use those in the future as well, should other opportunities come along. So it's kind of multiple factors, and for a micro cap such as Panther, it's significant. It gives us a fantastic foundation to take the business forward, and it shows the commitment as well to our investors that I've always said we look after every penny, and we truly do. But there are times where you've got to push it forward, and we're now at that stage. But it's not easy finding the right management teams to be able to develop and advance projects in the right manner, and we've got that. So let's take advantage of it and let's push it forward for all of us.
Okay. So basically this what allows Panther exposure to the upside of the Australian assets without perhaps the ongoing cost burden. So does it mean then that your main focus is going to be on the Canadian assets and you're going to concentrate your efforts and the finances on both Dotted Lake and Big Bear?
Oh, totally. From now, the any expenditure in Australia will be taken by the Australian company. Mm-hmm. It's now a public limited company in Australia. We have absolutely no ongoing financial commitments. That all the ongoing work and everything out there will be financed via the seed round, which we are now initiating. And that allows every single effort from Panther to be totally focused on Canada, and we'll be a very substantial holder in the Australian vehicle. Mm-hmm. So we will have the link via Karim, and the rest of the Panther board will very much sit outside of the Australian company, so that we've got the independent look, and we will very much view it as an investment. But going forward, you see, Mark, with the work they do and with the news flow and what they discover, we will then have information that allows us to make a genuine decision on whether we stand our ground in future, or whether we just let them move on in their own right. And that's a rare beast. So I'm absolutely over the moon with this.
Okay. Well, Darren Hazelwood there, the CEO of Panther Metals, thank you very much for giving us that update.
Thanks for having me on, Mark, and it won't be so long next time.
Okay, look forward to it, Darren. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Bye now.
Thank you for listening to this Stockbox interview. For more information, interviews and videos, visit our website at stockboxmedia.com or give us a follow on Twitter by searching @StockboxMedia.